We got some information out of the U.S. Supreme Court today, and it's a little unusual for the court. Tomorrow is going to be a decision day. Now, it's not so unusual that the Supreme Court tells us when the decisions are going to come out. They don't tell us which cases they are going to release when they announce a decision. However, normally what they do is they announce decisions, a decision day when we're going to get those decisions, and then they also hear oral arguments on a case with the full court taking oral arguments on a separate case. Now, the U.S. Supreme Court will not be in session tomorrow. They don't go back until Tuesday. But tomorrow is going to be a decision day. Now, something could be posted as early as 10 a.m. Eastern on the Supreme Court website as far as what the decision would be. A lot of people are speculating that this is going to be on the TikTok ban. Now, TikTok has been making the claim that it is a violation of free speech in the First Amendment, and I agree with them that that is probably the way this is going to go. Um, the government is effectively taking a platform that 170 million Americans use to make videos and exercise their free speech rights, um, and taking that away. Now, during oral arguments, the Supreme Court justices seemed inclined to leave the TikTok ban, but it is very hard to tell how they are going to ultimately rule. Um, there are other options to save TikTok on the table. Obviously, Joe Biden could still use the 90-day extension. There are a couple of offers apparently out there now. Whether or not TikTok is willing to say, make it appear that they are going to take up that offer so they can extend it by 90 days is unclear. TikTok has said repeatedly they don't want to sell. There are numerous offers out there to buy TikTok and some rumors as well. Beyond that, there has been a bill trying to be pushed through Congress. However, they tried to push it through unanimous consent, and at least one senator had blocked it. I think it was Tom Cotton, and he's the same one who didn't know that Singapore and China weren't the same country. So I'm not surprised he tried to block this. They tried to pass it, like I said, with unanimous consent, and that failed because one senator said no. But they're still trying to pass out something. So we'll see tomorrow if the Supreme Court is ruling on the TikTok case. It could be a different case. They never tell you ahead as far as what the ruling is going to be. So we'll have to wait and see if tomorrow is what saves TikTok. Now, if they don't rule anything and they don't come to some kind of an agreement, TikTok has said they are going to plan to go dark on Sunday, the 19th, the day the ban is supposed to go into effect. Now, Donald Trump has said he plans to save TikTok, and some have suggested that he may just tell Pam Bondi, his attorney general, should she be confirmed, not to enforce the ban. And I don't know if that would be enough for TikTok to keep the servers up, because that threat would still be over their heads at any given moment. So we will see what happens. We'll see if tomorrow, if we have good news on the TikTok ban. I think they're going to save it, but we will see what happens next.